Women educators are natural givers, pouring into their students, their families, and communities. But what about pouring into you? This is the Educator Sanctuary, where we help you ditch the guilt and unapologetically put yourself at the top of your list. I'm Dr. Leah, educator, mindset coach, and your guide to creating a life where you align with your purpose and reclaim your power. So if you're ready to set boundaries and step fully into the woman you're meant to be, you're definitely in the right place. Let's get into it. Hey, and welcome to the Educator Sanctuary, where we have big conversations, mindset shifts, personal growth, and all the things that help you live more intentionally. You all, I am so excited to get to sit here in real time and tell you just how my life has been this week. I was actually feeling myself like I was so proud of myself on Sunday because I was way ahead of the game. I even got my meal prep done. I had my protein all measured up for the week. I got my workouts in and ahead of time. And that was such a big deal for me because I typically use Sundays for like catch-up days. But not only was I caught up for Sunday, I was caught up for the week. I was bragging on myself. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so proud of myself. I'm on top of everything. And I was just feeling really good. It was such a solid setup for the week. I ate well. I stuck to my plan. I hit my protein goals Monday and Tuesday. And I was staying on top of schedule. And I was like, yes, girl, you are in your groove, literally, just patting myself on the back. But then, you all, why was I in the bed all snuggled up, lights out, about to close my eyes? And I don't know where it came from, but boom, it hit me. Oh my God, I did not record my podcast. I had this moment like, you cannot be serious right now. How have I been on top of everything else, but I forgot this? And it's very important that I do it. Well, you know what? And I'm not going to even say I forgot. What had happened was we had a lot of events happening for the past couple of weeks, parties and everything else. I actually took my podcasting equipment to work on Monday and I said, I'm going to stay after work and I'm going to record my podcast. Monday was a doozy between the kids and between the internet that would not stay on. I said, you know what? This is a wash. I'm not in the headspace to do it at all. The internet is not working. Let me go home. Let me regroup. And I will record my podcast from home. I literally ended up sitting on my couch for an hour and a half, regrouping mentally. And then from there, I was like, oh, I forgot to meet with my assistant for a couple of hours. So we did that. There were some other projects to work on. I had to get ready for some meetings the next day. And I was so productive in my meetings the day after that I forgot to go back to the podcast. There was a big part of me that just wanted to roll over and say, forget it, I'll do it tomorrow. And I literally thought about, what is tomorrow? Hey, Educator Sanctuary listeners. Are you a homeschooling mom or thinking about it, but feeling stuck, overwhelmed, or maybe unsure how to confidently guide your child's learning journey? Maybe you're craving time for self-care, rest, or just a break, but you feel like you're doing it all on your own without anyone to turn to for help. Let me introduce you to Purpose Prep Academy, an online and in-person STEAM micro school for learners in grades K-8. Purpose Prep Academy isn't just any school. It's a space where young minds are nurtured, empowered, and taught to lead with confidence, curiosity, and purpose. Purpose Prep Academy focuses on providing students with the academic tools they need while fostering personal growth to help them thrive,
both inside and outside the classroom. At Purpose Prep Academy, they offer personalized learning, foster critical thinking, and provide real-world applications to help students become 21st century leaders and change makers. If you're looking for a program that can help you reclaim your time, give you peace of mind, or simply give your child a space to thrive, Purpose Prep Academy could be exactly what you've been looking for. Want to learn more? Visit purposeprepacademy.org to schedule a virtual meeting or an experience day and find out if Purpose Prep Academy is the right fit for your family.
Oh my gosh, wait a minute. I can't even wait until tomorrow because I'm actually supposed to publish the podcast tomorrow. Oh my gosh, how did I get this far behind? I'm usually even ahead on my podcast to where if I'm recording today, I don't have to put it out for a couple more weeks. It may take me time to edit, but I always have it recorded. And then I said, oh my gosh, I don't even have the extra recordings. I have a full day at work. I have a full night of gymnastics all happening tomorrow. And on top of that, this podcast has to be done. So I got up, I got myself together, and I decided I'm just going to sit down and record it. There's someone who needs this podcast tomorrow. My eyes were super heavy because why was I in the bed before 10:30, first and foremost? That's how you know I was tired. But I decided that keeping my promise to myself about making sure that I get this podcast out will feel more better than comfort in the moment. And this right here is the piece that I want to lean into today. Discipline and keeping promises to ourselves, yourself. So the truth is, most of us, especially if you're a mom, if you're an educator, you're a community leader, you're running something, we are really good at keeping promises to other people. If your kid needs something, you're definitely going to do it. If your job needs something, you're going to figure out how to make it happen. If your spouse or your friend or someone in your family asks you for something, you know you're going to show up for them. But when it comes to keeping our own promises, that is typically where we fall short. For example, you might say, I'm going to work out 3 times a week. But if you had the hectic week that I had, life could get busy, you let it slide, and you say, I'm going to do it tomorrow. And then tomorrow something happens, you're going to do it tomorrow. And tomorrow happens, and now you look up 3, 4, 5, 6 months later, you haven't done your workout. You could say, I'm going to start saving money, but then the stores call your name, or you need a retail therapy day. There's something that you decided you have to have. There's an ad on the TikTok shop or something that comes up, and you renege on that. You might promise yourself that you know that you need to get rest and you're going to bed earlier. You won't take on extra tasks. You're going to tell people no. But then you find yourself committing to someone else, or maybe scrolling on social media later than you need to, and you're not getting to bed. But what happens anytime we do that is that we're breaking a promise to ourselves. And every time we break a promise to ourselves, we actually train our brain that what you say doesn't matter. You continue to reinforce a subconscious belief that you can't trust you. That is not a great place to be, because success, growth, and even peace in your life all comes back to self-trust. And if you can't trust yourself to keep the promises to yourself, to do what you said you're going to do, then how do you expect other people to trust you? How do you expect other people to buy into the belief of your ideas? How do you expect other people to support you when you're not even doing the things that you need to support you? When you don't trust yourself, or at least when you tell yourself that you don't trust yourself subconsciously because you don't keep your promises to yourself, you can't set and reach real goals, because in the back of your mind, you already know you're not going to keep them. And when you do not trust yourself, you tend to live with a low level regret, not just about the things that you didn't do, but about who you won't become or didn't become because you never followed through. When you do keep promises to yourself, for example, me, I'm going to record this podcast every week, no matter what. And then you do it, your brain starts to learn, oh, she's serious. We can trust what she says. And that discipline will begin to build momentum. And here's the thing. Discipline is about showing up consistently, even when it's inconvenient. It's about saying, I'm going to do what I said I would do, even if I don't feel like it, because myself today deserves it and my future self deserves it. So I would like to leave you with a few things that you will be able to take away from this and start practicing today. Number 1, start with one promise. Definitely don't overwhelm yourself, because obviously if you're not keeping promises to yourself, you have enough on your plate. So just pick one thing that you're going to do this week and make it a non-negotiable. Maybe you said you're going to drink more water. So figure out what day and what time you're going to drink that water and make it a promise to yourself. Maybe it's walking outside for 10 minutes. Maybe it's going to bed by 11. One promise, keep it. Write that promise down. Write it somewhere that you can see it. Put it on your bathroom mirror. Put it on the refrigerator. Put a note in your car. Every time you get in your car, you see, whatever it is, put it somewhere that you can see it, because when life gets busy, your brain will try to forget, but seeing it will remind you, no, this is what we're doing. Celebrate yourself when you follow through. You are so quick to beat yourself up when you fall short. So now we're going to flip-flop it, and we're going to try clapping for ourselves, or telling yourself something good, giving yourself a hug anytime you keep a promise. If you drink the water that you said you would and you did it, pause and say, you go, girl, you did that. That acknowledgement will continue to rewire your brain and reinforce that you can trust you. So here's my encouragement to you this week. Don't just keep promises that you made to everybody else. Keep the promises that you made to you, because the more you practice discipline, the more you will build that trust within yourself. And when you trust yourself, there's literally no blessing or opportunity or next level success that you will not be able to handle. This podcast, in reality, almost didn't happen tonight. But I believe it's because I have been so disciplined the past 6 or 7 episodes or Wednesdays to say, no matter what my podcast is getting out, that subconsciously, even though I forgot because of everything that has happened over the weekend and during the day, my subconscious mind did not forget that I have an assignment and it needs to be completed. So I got up and I did it. Discipline over feelings. It's really about honoring the promise. And you can do the same thing in your life starting right now. Now, this is a shorter podcast than normal, but it's not about quantity. I know for a fact that this is a quality show that's going to motivate you and keep my promise to me and allow me to get into bed before tomorrow happens. So anyway, I will see you all in the next episode. You've got this. Talk soon. Thank you for joining me in the Educator Sanctuary, where we create a space for women educators to reclaim their power and prioritize themselves unapologetically.
If you've loved what you've heard, please do not forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share this podcast with other amazing women who need to hear this message. Until next time, remember, you are capable, you are powerful, and you are absolutely worthy. You've got this. Talk soon.